Kell Brook defeat Terence Crawford? Is it possible? Can it happen? Will it happen? Will it happen tomorrow? What do you guys think? Like, subscribe, share this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that, that notification bell, jab that notification bell, pick up the subscribers, share this video, drop your comments. Can Kell Brook, big fight happening tomorrow, Saturday, can Kell Brook defy the odds, defy the commentators, defy everyone's opinion, defy most people's opinion, defeat Terence Crawford tomorrow? Can he knock him out? Split decision, unanimous decision? Can Kell Brook defeat Terence Crawford? So this fight is taking place tomorrow. As most of you know, Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook. It's going to be a massive fight. We've had a good lineup recently, actually. We've had Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. We've had Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. We had Usyk Chisora. We've had a good few run of fights behind closed doors, man. Now I'm like, listen, I'm just happy fights are happening behind closed doors, in front. I don't care. I just want to see fights, bruv. But this fight taking place this weekend, what do you guys think? Can Kell Brook beat Terence Crawford? Now, obviously, if we look at, Kell Brook's resume here, for those of you who don't know, his only two losses was against Errol Spence and against Gennady Golovkin. And in Gennady Golovkin, he actually moved up in weight to 160, I think. He moved up in weight to fight Gennady Golovkin because, there was no one for him to fight. He fought Errol Spence. Obviously, Errol Spence has come leap and bound since he fought, Kell Brook back in Sheffield. So, Errol Spence and Gennady Golovkin are, Kell Brook's only losses, on his resume. He's got good wins on his resume. He's actually beaten, for those of you who know, he's actually beaten Sean Porter. Majority decision, defeating Sean Porter in Sean Porter's own backyard in the United States. That's back in 2014. He's beaten a Sean Porter. He's had a few good victories along the way. Has Kell Brook. And even in his losses against Errol Spence and Gennady Golovkin, he went to trenches. He didn't just go there and get stopped. He did what he could do. He obviously took some damage in those fights, but it shows the heart of the man. The man's got heart. He's not going to go there and just go there to just get stopped. He's actually going to come there to fight. And he's going to bring a lot of heart, to take on Terence Crawford. He's not going to go there like Amir Khan and just get stopped on a body shot. That's just not going to happen with Kell Brook. So we know he's going to be bringing heart. He's going to go there to go to trenches if he's going to have to. If that's going to be enough to beat Terence Crawford, that's another question. In terms of, Kell Brook's arsenal, in terms of what he's capable of, he's got the combinations is there. Heavily relies on his right hooks and left hooks when he's in range. His uppercut, he's got that in his toolbox. He's gonna have to find a way to get through Terence Crawford's jab. He's gonna have to find a way to nullify Terence Crawford's movement. He might have to be going to the body. He's gonna have to pay attention to Terence Crawford's countering, his ability to counter. Terence Crawford dropped a lot of guys and knocked out a lot of guys with his counter right hand. Kell Brook's gonna have to pay attention to that because Kell Brook, he's gonna have to try and establish the jab to try and take control. Because if he allows Terence Crawford, to be measuring him up, get in the range, he's gonna be taking shots. And I don't doubt Terence Crawford's ability to actually stop Kell Brook, because we've seen what Terence Crawford's capable of. He's fast, the movement is there. The boxing IQ is there, finding the range, the overhand rights, the quick counters. That's what Terence Crawford's got in his locker. And Kell Brook's going to have to be paying attention. Because we saw him in his fight against, Sean Porter. His fight against Errol Spence. His fight against Gennady Golovkin. It's not impossible to actually get the shots off against Kell Brook. You can get the shots off, or you can catch him with shots. Obviously, Kell Brook is a good fighter. He's got the ability to slip the shots and all this, that, and the other. But one thing I've seen looking at Kell Brook's fights is that once Kell Brook starts to get into a bit of a war and starts to sit in the trenches a bit, he does become vulnerable taking shots. And with the speed and the velocity on the hand speed of Terence Crawford, could that backfire where Terence Crawford's going to be able to have the opportunity to be offloading his shots on Kell Brook, bamboozling him with the hand speed? Because I don't know if I don't think Kell Brook's going to have fought somebody with that, and the of Terence Crawford. Obviously, Errol Spence is not the same Errol Spence that was at the time, and obviously he's fought Gennady Golovkin. Golovkin's easy to hit. Golovkin just a plow through guy, walks through you, hits you with shots, and basically breaks you down into submission. But Errol Spence, he knocked out Kell Brook. Obviously, Kell Brook took a lot of damage in that fight. So to be honest, a bit of a chess match between Kell Brook and Terence Crawford. Can Kell Brook get his shots off? Is he going to be tentative because he's scared of what's coming in return from Terence Crawford? Because if he leaves himself open and he's going gung-ho looking for the hooks, it's just, I just see Terence Crawford finding counters on this guy, and he could drop him. I'm not even going to put it past Terence Crawford being able to drop him. So Kell Brook as a whole, for me, if Kell Brook wants success, he's going to have to find a way to break down Terence Crawford with the body shots, to slow him down, to limit that movement. If he's gonna let off the shots, he's gonna have to be letting off his own counters. Which Kell Brook is good at his counters. He's gonna have to try and let off the counters. If he's leading off, trying to find the shots to land on Terence Crawford, Terence Crawford's a sharpshooter. Kell Brook might be leaving himself open to take shots. So it's a bit of a toss-up, guys, man. What do you guys think? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Can Kell Brook beat Terence Crawford? Will Terence Crawford beat Kell Brook? Because Terence in the toolbox to beat Kell Brook, and we don't know if Kell Brook, is the same guy, since he's lost to, to Errol Spence and Gennady Golovkin, because since fighting those guys, he hasn't really fought, people, the top opponents. This is his real step up since he's lost to Errol Spence. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Can he defeat Terence Crawford, or will Terence Crawford do what everybody's expecting and defeat Kell Brook? Drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this one? Like, subscribe, share this video. Cool. Fight taking place tomorrow. Let's probably gonna do a post-fight reaction on that one. Gonna watch it live. Let's do it. Cool.